Well, the pace figures to be fast tonight. Two teams that thrive when the tempo is at its quickest.
You're going to love this one. Up and down. Neither squad likes to use too much of the shot clock. They'll be looking to get out in transition every time they get a chance.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. Here's Moran. Outside Bain. Fires the 3. Fires in the triple.
Efficient from range. Desmond came into the league with a sharp three-point shot.
Pass to Edwards. Here's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. A unique talent. Ja Moran has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Well, Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Now here's Russell. From outside the arc. Here's Gobert. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Brooks. Great positioning on the putback.
It's funny watching Brooks. He kind of lulls you to sleep, and then he explodes with an aggressive move.
Here's Russell. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Jackson outside. Edwards against Bain. No good on the 3. Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Towns for 3. The shot that time not on target. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Moran against Russell. Moran, the pass to Adams.
You know what I like about Steven Adams is his intangibles. He's enthusiastic, he's a leader by example, and he's a role model for the younger players.
And he makes a first.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Pass to Russell. Back to Edwards. The Grizzlies pull it in. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable.
BA, no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Down low. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And here's Jackson. Towns with a rebound. Moran against Russell. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Russell.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Here's Moran. Finds the bottom from 13 feet out.
And obviously their goal right now is to feed him the ball and get him going.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
Now here's Russell. They set the pick. Pass to Edwards. Stolen by Bain. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
It takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
Russell against Moran. To the paint. Towns for 3. Doesn't go for him.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
The shooting of Desmond Bain, it's special. Knocking down threes as good as anyone in the game.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Give it up.
1:07 left in the first quarter of the game. Brooks outside. From the arc. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves trail. Back to Towns. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. Up top, Morant, covered by Towns. Jackson outside. 20 feet out. That one doesn't drop. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Pass to Prince. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
Here's Morant. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Gobert. Brooks defending. And Gobert with the stuff.
Tremendous intensity from Gobert. He sees an opening and leaps up for a slam.
And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Grizzlies. They're up. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
They just look hungrier out there. They don't mind taking the pounding.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at point guard. From the high post. Rebound Minnesota. Outside Edwards. And it's Towns with the power finish.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
Back to Morant. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Payne. Shot is good by Edwards.
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun.
Coming off his third All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league. Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
And this is the chemistry Towns has with his guys. He recognizes when to go for alley-oops. I love it.
And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times. And he's a block machine.
The three from Russell. Offensive rebound. Pass to Edwards. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis trailing here. Now Morant, guarded by Edwards. Lets it go from deep. And it's Payne with the rebound. The Grizzlies have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
He's a smooth athlete. Even on a straight dunk, you can see Jaren's ease of movement in the air.
Here's Russell. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Pure from 3-point range. Jackson's got 5 now.
There is the flexibility of Jaren at the offensive end. He can post, he can put it on the floor, or he can just catch and fire.
Pass to Towns. That shot off. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Bane finds Brooks. Back to Bane, and stolen by Gobert.
Right idea, wrong execution. They were looking to get a high percentage shot inside, but the pass was too late.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul. There's 1:47 left in the second period. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Now here's Bane. Over Edwards. Second chance effort. Jackson for three. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Towns. Shoots over Jackson. The shot by Towns, no good.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
Morant drawing the double team. Here's Jackson. Here's Bane. Back to Jackson. Bane finds Jackson. Outside for Brooks. And here's Morant, guarded by Russell. 4 on the clock. Three-pointer, Brooks. Minnesota with a rebound. Outside Edwards. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Morant against Russell. It's tipped. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
The hands of Gobert are consistently moving, which is why he comes up with these steals.
Here's Morant. Morant with the slam.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Pass to Towns. Three-pointer. That one is off. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a clip.
19.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We've got Jaden McDaniels. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Jalen Noel. And it's Rivers in at the 1. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Green, the pass to Jones. And that comes off the assist by Green. Jones has gotten his first points in this one.
The veteran presence of Danny Green, keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Down low, Reed going inside, and a missed layup. Memphis leading. Jones finds Green. Stolen by Anderson. And it's Tillman with a rebound. Green with the ball. Guarded now by Anderson to the inside. Yes, it's good. And it's a 3-point Grizzly lead.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Reed, good.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
Now here's Jones. A little mid-range shot is up. Reed with the rebound. Outside McDaniels. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. To the middle. Here's Reed. He can't hit that time. Green with the defensive effort for Memphis. They've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. The 3. Offensive board. Pass to Tillman. Here's Jones. 6 on the shot clock. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Memphis foul. First personal foul.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Clark's checked in. The Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Here's Rivers. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Now here's Green. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. Now the Timberwolves with it. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Back to Rivers. This one for 3. No good on the shot. And Memphis taking it the other way now.
Brandon Clark is one of the most efficient players in the league. He's been in the top 5 in true shooting a couple of times.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. And Smitty, the analytics will show you that Brandon Clark is one of the best at protecting the ball.
Yeah, Brandon's been in the top 5 in that category as well. He doesn't put up huge scoring numbers, but when Clark is on the floor, he has a major, major impact.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Outside Jones.
2 minutes.
Oh, and Reed with a block. And they get it back. Clark, no good.
Memphis foul. Brandon Clark. First personal foul. Second team.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting around 35% from the field so far. And there's a pick. The 3 is up. And stolen by Jones. Inside, here's Conchar. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
That free throw no good. The Timberwolves making a switch here. McLaughlin's checked in. And he sinks the second.
He wanted to get his team the lead, and even though he didn't, he should feel good. At least he tied it up.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Anderson for 3. Ooh, once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Grizzlies have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. 56 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Clock at 6. Here's Noel. No luck on that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. To the middle. Oh, got a piece of it. Anderson with it. He's picked up by Jones. Back to Reed. Lets it go. No good off the back of the rim.
Timberwolves foul. Nazgul. First personal foul. Second team.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Minneapolis. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jones, the pass to Clark. Stolen by Reed. Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Reed. And it's blocked by Clark. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Oh, Clark with the slam.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Anderson from down in the low post. It goes.
Way to convert through contact, Kyle, with excellent body control.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. It's the Grizzlies leading by a point. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5. Oh, deflected. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Brooks outside. Knocked away. The Timberwolves trail. Edwards for 3. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Bane, the pass to Adams. And he lobs it up top. And then Morant with the dunk.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
Pass to Edwards. Back to Russell. To the inside. And the jam by Gobert.
Rudy's showing us what you get when you put size and creativity together.
Russell against Morant. Goes up at the elbow. And right through it goes. Morant's got 4 points this quarter.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Back to Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Russell. Just 5 on the clock. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Brooks, the pass to Bane. Outside for Morant. With the drive, it's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He's not happy with the flow and the tempo. They've been vulnerable along the perimeter. He feels they've done a good job preventing points in the paint, but that's just not enough at this stage of the game.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Tipped. Bane with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Brooks left side. Takes the 3. And another miss by Memphis.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Towns double team. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Towns. That one a little long.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Deflects the pass. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Tries to snap the cold streak. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Gobert looking comfortable stepping into the spotlight right now.
That's exactly what this team needs right now, completing the and one.
Up top, Morant, guarded by Russell. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Brooks outside. Shot clock at 6. Nice move. And then Morant with the dunk.
Every team needs a closer in the clutch. Morant proving he's that guy.
Russell, pass to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Pulls it from the corner. The offensive rebound. The three. Gobert inside. Adams is there. And here's Edwards outside. Adams grabs the miss.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
27 seconds left in the final quarter. Moran against Russell. Goes up from the top of the key. Off the left rim and out. Here's Prince from deep. And knocks down the three.
This just in. Prince is not going to buckle or fold. He's not afraid of the moment.
And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. And this was an emotional win for them.
from the sidelines. DA, take it away. And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. And the Clippers starting 5. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the point. Adams. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute, but that one, I thought he laid it straight up and in.
You know, you appreciate Zubats' focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubats, one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubats looking to get deep into the paint. You look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection and great consistency.
Cuts off the pass. Bain passes to Morant. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. Jackson against Bain. Tipped away. Morant with the steal. Nobody guarding him. Shoots it. Morris with the rebound.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area when the defense gets away with one there.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Here's Morant. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Jackson passes to Zubats. Morant with it. Guarded now by Jackson. There's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. To the inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Steven Adams picks one up.
Yeah, that's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line. And you just look at what Marcus Morris has done in his career.
Well, such a solid forward in the game right now, averaging over double digits in the last 8 years. But it's been that expansion and the fact that he can step behind the three-point line and be as deadly as he's been the past couple seasons. It's been a remarkable, consistent offensive production for his career.
Grizzlies have got a paltry 0 of 6 from the field here in what's been a very difficult start for them. Here's Bain. George with the defensive effort.
Well, some smarts there on that play, changing his shot in the air so he could avoid the defense. Can't fault him for the creativity.
And you see the body control. Morris taking the hit there, but still able to complete the play.
Here's Morant. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Jackson kicks to Morris. Here's the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Morris has got 7.
Yeah, really good job by Reggie Jackson just finding the shooter and feeding him.
Morant passes to Aldama. Wants to get it to Zubats, and does. And now the fast break. George with the ball. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Clippers.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Here's Morant, following the basket by Marcus Morris. Now here's Jackson, outside, George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to LA, the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. Morant with it, guarded now by Morris. Here's Aldama. And another miss by Memphis. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 15-4 run. A 3 from Leonard. Jackson down low, guarded by Bain. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
The shot by George, wide open. Marcus Morris has been leading the charge for the LA Clippers. Scoring, rebounding. He was...
Please give a big round of applause.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
Here's George. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Adams' shot is good. You know, it seems like we're seeing more teams, Brent, use zone defense these days. Not too long ago, zone was almost non-existent in the league.
Well, Kevin, you couldn't play zone. Even though there were zone principles in man-to-man defense, it used to be an illegal defense to set up in a 2-3 zone that you see teams doing nowadays. I'm very interested if the league does, in fact, do away with illegal defense and allow coaches to use whatever defensive scheme they need to do to slow up their opposition. It might do something in terms of producing more shots so we don't get stagnation with just threes all the time. We'll see if that happens.
Bain passes to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Adams against George. Zubac. Not going to go that time. And it's Memphis the other way. And it's sent back by George.
Well, in terms of wing defenders, PG might be in the top 5 in the league.
That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 12.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Morant. And he comes up with the deuce. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside.
Outside, George. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air.
You have got to be kidding.
Talk about taking things into your own hands.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
And he waited for the last possible minute to get that one off. Made a sick adjustment right before he let it go.
Here's Morant. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
And it's George missing. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Jaw's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
From deep, George. That doesn't go either for George.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Brooks. Leonard, the pass to Morris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Steven Adams picks one up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And Morris drops them both. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Left side, Bain. Out to the wing. A double clutch. And it's sent back by Morris.
And a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Takes a step back. They get it back. Adams. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Bain finds Morant. Shot clock at 6. Back to Bain. Paul George with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Oh, Morris in position. And Morris throws it down.
And the amount of confidence Morris is feeling right now. Everything looks right. Just an awesome scoring display from him.
Deflects the pass. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Okay, David, much appreciated. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We're seeing a tremendous game so far from Marcus Morris.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Then it's Brooks, and then there's Steven Adams. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Morant against Jackson. Morant kicks to Bain. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Leonard looking around. And he drives in. Got a piece of it.
Rejected by Brooks. Part of why he's stuck as a second rounder. Dillon gives great effort on defense.
Los Angeles, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line. 6 for 6. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Grizzlies trail by 9. There's Morant. 14 points for him. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Can't get it to go. Shooting 47% on 7 of 15 attempts. And it's George missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Los Angeles leading by 9. Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
And you see Morris aware of his surroundings, getting a good jump down court.
In the 2021 playoffs, you remember Reggie Jackson came up huge for the Clippers, averaging almost 18 points a game before they finally lost to the Suns in the Western Conference Final.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Oh, Morris in position. It's deflected. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Leonard with the steal. Stolen away. Bain passes to Brooks. Out to Morant. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And this is something Morant does well. His knack for knowing when to make that feed is impressive.
George, no good. Well, for Jackson, he earned himself a new contract, Brent, and starting point guard duties because of that playoff.
With both Kawhi Leonard and Paul George missing most of the 21-22 season, Reggie Jackson took the Clippers to the 8th seed in the West, carried a lot of the scoring load consistently for the Clippers, and he led the team in both points and assists.
Jackson misses. The Grizzlies trail by 9. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Adams. Over Morris. Adams dishes to Morant. Can't cash in from close range. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Morris finds George. Outside Jackson. Right side Leonard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Morant against Jackson. Right side Bain. Covered by Morris. Paul George grabs the miss. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And for Memphis, they're shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Here's Morant on the wing. Bain. Oh, good on the triple.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. It's stolen by Morris. Outside Leonard. Shoots the 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 15.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Morant. And a wide-open look for Bain. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 5th assist in this one. Up in time. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Los Angeles. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Please give a big round of applause. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. Brooks with no one around. A three-pointer is right on target.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
George with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. And there's Paul George on the assist by Jackson.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
Up top, Morant, guarded by Jackson. Jackson against Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Adams. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. The 3 from George. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Yeah, you got to get the ball to PG whenever he's roaming around outside that arc. Incredible.
Here's Morant. And another basket for Memphis.
Didn't have to lean. Not a defender on him, but he looked very much in rhythm doing it.
Jackson passes to Morris. outside for Jackson. And George now top of the key. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Morant with it. And the rejection by Zubac. And the wide open shot from Morris. And it's off from 3-point range. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Morant kicks to Brooks. That one wide left.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Morris passes to Leonard. Lets the three fly. Los Angeles with another miss. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Brooks outside. There's the triple. Rebound by the Clippers. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's George. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. George has got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, Paul George just felt out the defense there, and because they weren't close, he could just pull up.
Here's Morant. Passes it to Adams. Brooks outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
In the corner, it's Bain. Clock at 6. Here's the lob to Adams.
Well, one thing about the Adams family, Stevens' brothers average 6'9". His sister's 6 feet even.
Jackson down low. Guarded by Morant. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Zubac. Leonard against Brooks. Outside Jackson. Kicks it out to Leonard. The three.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident looking performance for the Clippers.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from Marcus Morris.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Brooks from outside. Morris with the rebound. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. 13-point lead. And the dunk by Zubac.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And Brooks gets it to go.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Leonard the bounce pass. Jackson from long range. It's hauled in by Adams. Morant against Jackson.
Whoa. A solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Now George. So the Clippers winning this one easily. They came in here, and thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
go. So the Timberwolves win the tip. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the 1.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell. You know, when D'Angelo Russell came into the league, he was really primarily seen as a point guard, and that's what I like most about him, his vision and his passing ability, but he's actually changed that image and impression over time.
George outside. To the paint. Here's Zubac. Drops in the layup for 2.
George's all-around game is very impressive, and his passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over to open teammates right on time and on target now.
The evolution of D'Lo has been interesting to watch, Clark. I like how he's been willing to play whatever position asked of him.
Yeah, B.A., I like that too, and he said it before himself that he prefers playing shooting guard, but I tell you what, he also looks very comfortable running the offense too.
Now here's Jackson. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Oh, there's the alley. Leonard with the ball. Russell covering. There's Jackson with the 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
Blocking foul called on Kawhi Leonard. First personal foul. First team foul.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard. Now here's George. And the three-pointer goes.
PG's really refined his three-point shooting. He's an absolute laser now from distance, and that's a big part of his offense.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Outside Russell. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by George.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A., after dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And stolen by Leonard. Oh, it's stolen. And it's McDaniels off the drive. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And, you know, we all know how talented Towns is. Now it's time for him to up the ante and do big things in the playoffs.
He hits the second from the line.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
That one's good from Morris on the assist by George.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Russell. McDaniels finds Russell. Back to Daniels. Towns, a screen on Leonard. Throws it up high, and it's Towns with the power finish.
And defensively, you've got to be on the lookout for this. I mean, Towns gets up in a hurry now.
You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Jackson with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Leonard for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
That may not be his first choice, but Kawhi's not going to pass it up if it's there for him. Good decision to take the quick jumper off the catch.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. The kick out to Edwards. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
The Clippers in the lead. George outside. And he drives in. Down low. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Edwards, the pass to Russell. 6 to shoot. Towns for 3. Leonard pulls down the board. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Jackson, pass to Morris. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Edwards. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back. And when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
And the second free throw is good. 16 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. George outside. From outside, off the mark. It's stolen by Leonard. Oh, they get a hand on it. Zubac. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review.
The previous play is under review.
Get the basket off in time or not.
Yeah, they're going to review that shot to make sure he got it off in time, but I think it's going to count.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me, and that's the call we should see here, but no harm in going back to the footage and making absolute.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant, that one's going to count.
And B.A., you can argue against...
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. And Minnesota has possession. It's a 10-point game. Russell finds Edwards. Back to Russell. For 3. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Pass to Zubac. To the middle. It's tipped. Here's George. That shot, no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Towns against Morris. Towns passes to Edwards. He drops it from range. Edwards got 6. And confidence is such a critical component. How much does it help to have a head coach who really believes in you as a player, Clark?
B.A., I think it does add, and it adds to your own confidence level and it infuses you. But self-talk is the most important talk. But when it's supported by your coach, I think now you've got the best of all worlds when it comes to confidence.
Oh, George with a steal. They're running. Leonard for 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Picked by Gobert. Beyond the arc. Ooh, Morris with a steal. Jackson with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Zubac passes to Morris. Back to Zubac. Kicks it out to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's George. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Shot by Leonard, no good.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
And there's the lob. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Here's Jackson. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Using all of his height to smother the shot completely. Emphatic block that time by Karl Anthony Towns.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
The three, George. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. That one's good from Morris on the assist by Jackson. And the Clippers lead by 11. For Minnesota, they've got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Russell to pass to Edwards. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Outside McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Leonard. Back to Gobert. Zubac with the steal. And he's going for the lob. Pass to Leonard. Jackson on the wing. Now Zubac. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Here's Edwards. 6 points for him. 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Towns. The 3-ball. Knocks it loose.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Leonard outside. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Minnesota has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Oh, they need this. And it's powered home by Towns.
Towns showing you the quickness and athleticism there, getting off the floor to throw it down.
Here's Morris. Kicks it out to Jackson. There's the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Towns for 3. And so it's Los Angeles now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. The hustle they've shown on defense has been As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, you got to appreciate the hustle he's shown on the glass.
It really was one physical half of basketball he played. I mean, he's been battling out there, competing with great desire down low.
Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Terrence Mann is out there with Nicholas Batum, and it's Covington in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Mann misses. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting only 31% in the game. Left side McDaniels. To the inside. And Powell with the stuff.
Well, that's an easy pass for John Wall to make. As soon as he spots his teammate wide open, he's dropping that dime on time and on target. It's always fun seeing the electric John Wall at the point. I mean, he's got a skill set really suited to running a high-speed NBA offense.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Pass to Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Hey, there's no denying it. John Wall has some of the best handles in the NBA. And if you're not careful, he'll make you look real bad.
And teams have to tailor their defense knowing that Wall is going to be running the break.
Well, the thing that makes Wall special to me, BA, is his blow-by ability. His speed, his passing, his decision-making combined. But it's that blow-by ability that sets him apart when he's healthy.
Here's McLaughlin, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. The Clippers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Now here's Wall, tightly guarded, and the jam by Covington.
And check out how high Covington gets with these alley-oops. My goodness, taking off like he's been launched by a rocket booster.
Pass to Reed, out to the right wing. It's picked off. Powell passes to Batum. Throw it down on the lob.
When these looks open up for Batum, he's an intelligent scorer, and he takes advantage of those opportunities with no hesitation.
Reed, a screen on Wall. Now Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Outside Wall to the left side wing. Batum against Anderson. Batum, pass to Powell. Takes a 3. Anderson pulls it down.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Inside, here's Reed. Outside, Anderson. Let's go with a 3. Covington grabs the board. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Batum. That shot is off. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Prince can't hit. The Clippers shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Powell for 3. Here's Covington, and the jam by Covington.
You know, in addition to being a fantastic shooter, Covington is also an incredible athlete. Somebody who looks to drop the hammer when he's free near the hoop.
Anderson passes to Reed. Back to Anderson. Here's Reed. Launches a 3. Doesn't go that time. 1:10 left in the third quarter. Covington, he's open. Cash money on the open jump shot. Covington's got 6 points in the quarter.
Man, I like the touch on the mid-range shot by Robert Covington. I mean, he's really good at measuring these shots, and they're a lot harder than they look, folks, that mid-range jump shot.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
He's off on the second. Here are the Clippers. They're on a 12-4 run. Wow, it's good.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Good on the shot.
That's exactly what you work for, a high percentage look.
Fires for 3. Wall, no good. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. To the paint. Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Now here's Wall. Batum, right side. From deep. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Ooh, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Minnesota, filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Russell in at the point. Pass to Jackson. Leonard on the wing. Back to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. And the dunk by Jackson.
Just good awareness from Leonard there. Feeding a wide open guy instead of forcing his own shot.
Jackson against Russell. There's the triple. Hits the trifecta. Russell's got 6 points in the quarter.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Morris outside. Pass to George. And George with the jam.
PG-13 emphatically throwing that one down. They're not stopping him on that dunk.
The kick out to Edwards. Puts up a 3. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Jackson, the pass to George. Zubac's with it. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. All by himself. Ahead, here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And the lob disrupted. Not to be. From behind the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Stolen by Russell. And Edwards, here we go. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. And he's going for the oop here. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Edwards can't hit. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. From deep 3-point range, the shot won't fall. And Los Angeles the other way now. Pass to George. Up and over Russell. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Minnesota has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the 4th. Down low. Ooh, Morris with a steal. Jackson with it. Towns covering. Now George. And stolen by Edwards. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th. Outside McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Clock at 6. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Leonard passes to Zubac. Jackson left side. Stolen by Russell. Edwards finds Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
There's a minute 26 left in the 4th quarter. Jackson can't get it to go. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 15-4 run. Out of bounds, it'll be the Clippers ball.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Outside McDaniels. Back to Towns. To the inside. Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And the trust this team has in Gobert. They know he looks to come up huge in the clutch.
Morris on the wing. Stolen by Russell.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Here's Jackson. And the layup is good. And the Clippers lead by 8.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Controls the rebound and the putback.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
So it's the Clippers now. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Zubac. Jackson outside. Tries the spin move. Out to Leonard. 4-3. Sinks it from distance.
And And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
So it's the Clippers picking. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
thing you think of with both these teams, Greg, their athleticism. Some high flyers on the court tonight.
And, Kev, it's not just about the aerial skills, though. There are some guys out there who can flat out wear you down with their ability to run the floor.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point. Now Morant. After the missed three from Karl Anthony Towns. And the second chance effort by Jackson.
This is how dangerous Jackson can be when he's committed to rebounding.
The pass to McDaniels. Edwards against Bain. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Goes back up. He kicks to Towns. Outside Russell. Timberwolves passing it around. It's stolen by Adams. Brooks, the pass to Bain. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Fader on the way. And Russell with the basket on the assist from Edwards.
And this is why you like size in the backcourt. Russell taking the hit, yet still able to finish.
Morant passes to Jackson. Back to Morant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
Drops in the breakaway layup. Bain's got his second basket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Morant against Russell. Jackson has the open look. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
One of the most dynamic passers to enter this league in a while, Morant. This man is in full control of the offense.
Russell kicks to McDaniels. Launches it. That shot, no good. And it's Memphis the other way. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, Brooks for three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a bit ago, Taylor Jenkins and I were able to chat. One point he made to his players was, they're going to try to attack us where we live. Right at home, in the paint, at the rim. We have to be ready to contest shots, play physical, and match their intensity. Guys, we will all find out together how this plays out.
All right, David, thanks. Here's Morant. Now the dish to Jackson. Morant passes to Jackson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Morant with the steal. And the dunk by Jackson.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And the shot goes in.
And proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Brooks. There's a minute left in the first quarter of the game. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. It's hauled in by Adams. And the Grizzlies with possession. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Morant kicks to Jackson. Shoots over Towns. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Timberwolves trail by 8. Passes it to McDaniels. Here's Edwards. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
It goes on Dylan Brooks.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on two things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
And that one's good. Russell.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
Morant outside. Deep two from Brooks. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 5. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies. On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. Now Towns, following the three-point attempt by Dylan Brooks. And it's Memphis on the break. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Brooks. Morant's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Memphis. Russell looking around. Outside Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Morant with the steal. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Bain passes to Adams. And a wide open look for Bain. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Bain's got 6 points.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Russell with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Russell, no good.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Grant, Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Now here's Gobert. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Towns. Buries it down low.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Russell against Morant. On the wing, Bain. Out to Morant. Fires for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. McDaniels passes to Towns. It's rebounded by Memphis. And so they foul intentionally. Hey, Richard, last season, Spurs coach Greg Popovich moved into first all-time in career coaching wins. And you played for him. You know him well. Any memories or thoughts about playing for Popovich?
First, let me say congratulations to Greg Popovich because he is the type of coach and person you want to be the face of this league. You want him to be the face of the coaching ranks because he is so humble. He is so demanding. And you know what? He knows how to host a pretty good meal, too.
And you were a part of many of those, correct?
Oh, yeah, a lot of those meals. And look, we'll talk about the coaching a little later, but he knows how to do a really good meal.
Now here's Morant. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns. And Adams kicks to Brooks. Morant against Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Morant dishes to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Oh, he threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pass to Edwards. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Morant, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Defenses have tried to figure out a way to stop Morant's drive, but his agility and strength ensures that he's always going to get a shot.
Both free throws good from Morant. A minute 42 left now here in the second.
Well, if you polled players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
And finished off by Gobert.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
Here's Brooks. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Outside for Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Jackson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies. And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens in the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large unit.
Now, Bain. After the missed 3 from Karl Anthony Towns. And they'll get another chance. Adams, the pass to Bain. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 4 points in the quarter.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Here's the lob to Adams. It's stolen by Gobert. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
McLaughlin, no good. And so that brings the first half to a close.
The Timberwolves, 13.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Nice game. Great performance by Jaren Jackson.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
They've got Clark. Green is out there with Jones. And it's Conchar into the shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Minnesota with the ball, following the score by Memphis. McLaughlin, no good. To the inside. The 3 gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Grizzlies lead by 18.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to steam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. The Timberwolves shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's his first trip to the line.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. And last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
And so he makes both from the line. And it's Jones with the ball for the Grizzlies. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. McLaughlin, the pass to Prince.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Jones drives in. There's Green with the 3. It's hauled in by Noel. Timberwolves trail by 14. Kicks it out to Prince. Good on the triple. Prince has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Draw them in and kick it out. Great execution to open up an easy look from outside.
Jones, the pass to Concha. Back to Jones. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Prince with it. Now Green defending. Prince, the pass to Noel. Reed with it. Prince outside. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
They kick it out to Green. Nailed from three-point land. 6 points for him.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
And how about the impact that Green has on his teammates?
He's been doing it for over a dozen years. A three-point specialist and a starter for the majority of his career. Great veteran presence for them to have in the locker room.
The Timberwolves have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Prince wide open. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
They're behind right now, but you can't pin the blame on this guy. Nope, he's got to get some more help from somebody on his team. Help him. Help that man.
Back to Jones. Shot clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Such a wide open look. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
He is in a zone right now. Every three he puts up seems to be going down.
A minute 20 left to play in the third. McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. And here's Prince outside. That one will not drop. It's his first miss. He's 4 for 5. The feed to Green. Here's Clark. Some nice passing there by Memphis. From deep. That one doesn't drop. And Minnesota will come the other way. Out left to the wing. And here's Prince outside. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. Outside, Green. He's covered by Anderson. Three-pointer. That shot off the mark. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Over to the wing. 1 second separating the shot clock in game. Here's McLaughlin. Here's Reed. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
First one falls for him. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Second free throw, no good. Outside, Bain wants to get it to Morant and does. Got it off in time. No good on the last second attempt there. The third quarter comes to a close. Grizzlies out in front, up. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point. Here's Morant. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Out to Brooks from past the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball. Brooks has got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Russell inside, guarded by Morant. Sinks the three-pointer.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Russell against Morant. Pulls up. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Feeds to Towns. Edwards looking it over. And he converts the layup. Edwards got 7 points here in this quarter.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Now here's Brooks. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Now the pass to Towns. Edwards kicks to Towns. Edwards can't hit.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Here's Morant. Lays it up and banks it in. And now it's a 9-point Grizzly lead.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
Minnesota calls timeout. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. He got on them. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Thank you, David.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now, here is Russell. And here's Edwards from the arc. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And stolen by Russell. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Edwards. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. There's the lob to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Now, here is Russell. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. To halt the run, and it's Morant with the rebound. Memphis leading by 13. Outside, Bain. Morant against Russell. From deep three-point range. Rebound, Minnesota.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Memphis.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Ja Morant.
Steals are almost a forgotten stat. We don't talk about them a ton, but he's been huge in that category.
Now Morant. After D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
First team foul.
Morant outside. 6 to shoot. Right side Bain over Russell. Adams the pass to Bain. Edwards against Morant. Here's the triple. And another miss by Memphis. Now McDaniels. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. This is...
Oh, say does.
And it's conference rivals squaring off tonight in this one, Steve. It might be the regular season, but this has a playoff feel to it, doesn't it?
These are the type of games you love to watch in the regular season, Kevin. The fans will be rowdy, the players fully engaged. We got a good one tonight.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Then there's John Morant. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Aldama in at the four-man position.
Slippery play by Paul George to get inside. He ends up right where he wanted to be for the shot.
Morant against Jackson. And it's Morant missing. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. Kicks to Leonard. Stolen by Brooks. Here's Adams. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
Credit Steven Adams' hustle and determination. He puts himself in a position to succeed.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
We saw glimpses of John Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Morant dishes to Adams. Stolen by George. Jackson with it. Now defended by Bain. Jackson kicks to Leonard. He feeds it to Morris. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Another level indeed for John Morant, his 3rd season Smitty in the NBA. And now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
Here's Leonard. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
So many tools in the bag for Kawhi. Foul line down. He's very hard to stop.
Stolen by George. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. George has got the ball. Pass to Zubac from the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. He told me defensively they have to stop dribble penetration, challenge the lobs at the basket, and generally make it difficult to get to the front of the rim. We don't want this to turn into a dunk fest because that will not end in their favor. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Here's Morant. Following the basket by Marcus Morris. And they pick up 2.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there? It just gets to the rack really easy. And something that gets overlooked is how good of a passer Steven Adams is.
You're totally right, GA. He's gotten much better with his vision. Knows how to find cutters and open guys out of the high post. Plus, he's skilled at throwing those full-court touchdown passes.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They lead by 4. Zubac the pass to George. Nobody near Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. Morant against Jackson. Kick out to Adams. Brooks outside. Passes to Morant. Takes it inside. Shot clock at 5. George with the defensive effort.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
And it's Leonard with the jam.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Morant finds Bain. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Here's Adams, and he uses the glass on the layup. Adams has got 6 points.
What I like about Adams, he just knows where to be. Nice play.
George, way outside. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Clippers lead. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
With the ball on the string, John Morant is toying with the defense. Beautiful.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam. Grant, and the rejection by Zubac. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Out to Brooks, launches a 3. The shot comes out, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And now the Clippers on the break. Jackson's got the ball. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Zubac the pass to Jackson. Second shot opportunity. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Zubac has got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And it's Morant missing. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
From deep, George. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Here's Morant. Pass to Adams. Back to Morant. Out to Brooks. A 3 ball. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And here's Leonard from 3. Aldama with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Brooks finds Bain. Yep, that one goes. Bain's got his second bucket.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
From deep, George. And that one is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And it's Morant missing.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Here's George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Steven Adams picks one up.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
Efficient from range. Desmond came into the league with a sharp 3-point shot.
Leonard the pass to Jackson. Back to Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 12 points for Leonard.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Morant dishes to Adams. Looking to end his cold spell. Back to Morant. And the pass to Adams. Down low. Left block shot on the way. And that's off the glass and in. Morant's got 4 this quarter.
It breaks down your defense when Ja Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
Back to Jackson. Outside for George. There's the dish to Jackson. Outside, George. Off target with his 3. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. They trail by 6.
First team.
Here's Morant. He's got 8. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Up top, Bain. Jackson against Morant. They get it back. Brooks, the pass to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Can't teach size and strength. Once Adams gets position, you're not rooting him out of there.
A deep 3 from Leonard. The Grizzlies pull it in. Now Brooks. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Los Angeles on. Thank you, David. We'll be back after. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
So on the floor for Memphis. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And then there's Steven Adams. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Aldama in at the 4 spot. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Grizzlies making a switch here. The Grizzlies shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. For the lead, there's the drive, and they take the lead. Morant's got the lead up to 2 now for the Grizzlies.
What a night for Ja Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
That's tipped, stolen by Zubac. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Oh, Leonard in position.
Once Leonard gets going like this, look out. He's cooking and showing no signs of letting up.
Up top, Morant. 14 points for him. Bain passes to Adams. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Morant throws it down.
Not one to shy away from physicality. Ja Morant just goes about his business.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. A 3 from Morris. And Bain pulls it down.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. To the middle. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Morant passes to Bain. Takes the 3. And it's Morant missing. The Clippers trail. Jackson with the bounce pass. And it's George missing.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Jackson with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Inside. And the dunk by Zubac.
Always nice to see PG dropping a dime, putting his excellent vision on the floor to good use.
2 minutes remaining.
Morant with a wide open look. Adams. And it's Adams on the follow. Adams has got 10.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Morant against Jackson. Morant right side. Out to Brooks. Shot clock at 6. No good with the triple.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Dylan Brooks seems like a very spirited player. Smitty, he plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader, whether that's game time or practice. Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best.
And here's George for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight and finished off by Morant.
And the work ethic of Morant, fantastic at keeping his focus on the task at hand.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
From 12 feet out, the putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
What timing by Steven Adams. Exceptional job reading the shot and coming up with the putback slam.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Here's Morant. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound. He lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And here is Brooks. He got it up. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Quick decision-making of Desmond Bane, not wasting any time going up with his shot.
Back to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Jackson. To the paint. And George kicks to Leonard to tie it up. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got his 7th assist in the game. Here's Morant. Out to Brooks. It's up a 3. Outside, Bane. Jackson against Morant. And a wide open look for Bane. And the 3 ball is good.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
And a deep 3 from George. Outside for Jackson. Outside Leonard. On the wing, George. And it's blocked.
On the block shot, Dylan won't beat you with length, but he does have good lift off the floor.
Here's Morant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's a 5-point Memphis lead.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
A three from Morris, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
And the one thing about Morris, he doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him.
Now here's Brooks. Takes a three. Paul George grabs the miss. George has got his 5th rebound in this one. To the middle. Morant with the steal. Here's the lob to Adams. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Emphatic bucket from Steven Adams. His team needed one, and he wouldn't be denied.
And here's George for 3. Kept the line. Zubac lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Morant looking around. Brooks outside. Shot from the top of the key. Gets the rebound. Good on the shot. Morant's got 17 now, just in the second half. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Okay, when you're trying to make a comeback, you can't be hucking up low percentage threes. You have to find a better shot within the offense.
On the wing, Bain. 6 on the shot clock. Morant finds Bain, shoots. It's hauled in by George.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Oh, Leonard in position. On the wing, Brooks. He's covered by Leonard. And finished up by Morant.
Every team needs a closer in the clutch. Morant proving he's that guy.
George passes to Morris. Jackson kicks to Morris. Pass to Zubac. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Stolen by Jackson. Leonard on the wing. Nobody near George. From outside, off the mark. It's tipped. Leonard with the steal. Outside for Jackson. A 3 from Morris. Stolen by Brooks. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well.
teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Now here's Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. Here's Russell. Goes up with it again. Pass to Towns. Ooh, once again off the mark by Minnesota. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
You know, Reggie Jackson has had a few years in the NBA where he's averaged 6 or more assists, so he can make plays.
Russell with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Here's Towns. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Outside Edwards. Poke loose. Back to Russell. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Pass to Edwards. Towns up top. Fires from deep. No good that time. Jackson with it. Prince is there. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
A really good job by Reggie Jackson just finding the shooter and feeding him.
Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, that's moving them well into the right direction.
Now here's Russell. To the middle. And stolen by Leonard. In transition, here come the Clippers. The finish! Ooh, tried to dunk it home, but he drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul. You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Now here's Russell. Gobert with the bucket.
But when you're super creative like D'Angelo is, playing in the pick and roll becomes a really fun game within the game.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Pass to George. George draws the double. Jackson finds Morris. Jackson with it. Russell covering. Back to Morris. 5 on the clock. Now here's George from downtown, and that comes off the assist by Morris. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Goes back up. Pass to Gobert. George with a steal. Here's Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Towns. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brett.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA, so they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Pass to Gobert. Back to Prince. Here's Towns. From deep. Leonard pulls down the board.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Now George. He takes it in. And the jam by George.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Here's Gobert outside for Russell. And here's Edwards outside. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Back to Russell. Pass to Edwards. An open look for Russell. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
That's a nice stroke as Russell can be a bit streaky. But man, he can put up some points.
George for three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Towns for three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. The three is up. George with another miss. The teardrop. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Clippers ahead, up by 10. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Jackson against Russell. Kicks it to George. Back to Jackson. Pass to Leonard. Driving to the basket. Clock at 4. George for three. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now. Oh, deflected. Oh, George with a steal. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Stolen by Anderson. McDaniels from long range. It's rebounded by Zubats. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Jackson, the pass to Leonard. Lets the 3 fly. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "There's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players and the teams, they're more likely to engage in the live product." Brian?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand, Allie. Thanks. Outside McDaniels. Pass to McLaughlin. Reed with it. He's guarded by Zubats. Reed, good. Well, Brent, comparing eras, a touchy subject. But how do you juxtapose the era of your father, Rick, in the 60s and 70s, to your era, and even nowadays?
Well, I think between the rule changes, the adoption of the three-point line, and the skill and growth and all the technology and science behind players, that it's really, really difficult to look back 25 years ago and compare the game. Just the game itself, BA, let alone talking about players and their skills.
Oh, nice shot by Morris. Morris has got 8.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Reed finds McDaniels. It's McDaniels on the wing. Here's Leonard. He's got 6. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Leonard once again imposing his will. When you think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career, that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
And he goes right after the guy who just scored on him.
Oh, he made sure to return the favor. McDaniels against Leonard. Jackson pass to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Jackson.
Go ahead and try to stop Kawhi Leonard, and he'll just move the ball to the open man.
Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover Brent.
At BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Out to the right wing. Here's Prince. Back to Gobert. And stolen by Leonard. And it's Jackson on the take. Uneasy, too, on the layup. Jackson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
The game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
This is how you force a defense to collapse. Kick the ball right inside.
Pass to Morris. Here's George. Tries it from the top of the key. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Towns for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. Stolen by Russell. Fast break, Minnesota. 3-pointer off the mark. Jackson outside. Leonard for 3. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. Building this lead up in large part because... Okay, Ali, appreciate it. About ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Robert Covington is out there with Nicholas Batum, and it's Man in at the 3. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Towns has got 7.
D'Lo at that size has great court vision and a great pass.
Here's Powell. Pass to Covington. Shot clock at 6. Here's Man. Floats one up, and it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Minnesota shooting just 33% so far in this game. Russell against Wall. Russell, that's good.
Well, Russell's such a natural scorer and capable of connecting just about anywhere.
Outside Wall. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Prince can't hit. And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, BA, they should really stick with what they've been doing.
Powell passes to Covington. And the big finish by Wall.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. The 3 from Russell. Kept alive by Minnesota. Here's Gobert. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That'll belong to John Wall.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Anderson's checked in for Towns. McDaniels comes in for Prince. Noel, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And it's McLaughlin in for Russell. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Batum with the defensive effort. Tipped. Well, the Clippers shooting 65%. Their offense has been on another level. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Gobert. Oh, Covington with a block.
The rejection. Covington, good job defensively.
Back to Wall. Inside. That's good from Covington on the assist by Wall. And the Clippers lead by 16. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
To the middle. Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Wall. The three. Man, misses.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Ooh, a clear look for Powell. And he recovers it. Oh, there's the alley. Stolen by Reed. Left side McDaniels. Up top Reed. Here's McLaughlin. Wall covering. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Minnesota foul. Jordan McLaughlin. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Batum, the pass to Powell. Lets it fly. Nails the baby hook. Powell's gotten his second bucket.
And how about Norman Powell getting in there, playing aggressive on the glass.
Here's McLaughlin. Wall covering. Here's Reed. Second shot opportunity. A slam dunk by Reed.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Tends to get aggressive on the glass here. It's Powell, high post. Just 5 on the clock. And that one's good. Covington. Covington's gotten 4 this quarter.
That's a tough shot as Covington finds a way that time.
Reed, a screen on Wall. Here's McLaughlin. Wall covering. Here's McDaniels. Kicks it out to Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Up 14 as we wrap up. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
And coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Jordan McLaughlin out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's Naz Reed. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's McLaughlin. And he banks in the layup.
Now they're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution.
Here's Leonard. Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Leonard. Fires the 3. He's off on that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Now here's Towns. Edwards, the pass to Russell. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Jackson, pass to George. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer. They get it again. Zubac. Leonard for 3, and that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And coach applauding the night Kawhi Leonard is having. He's totally in the zone.
Jackson against Russell. To the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. Edwards finds Russell. Fires from deep. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Pass to Edwards. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. Minnesota with the ball. 19-point game. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Here's Towns. Launches a 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Up top, Jackson, guarded by Russell. Pass to Edwards. Now here's Russell. He's guarded by Zubac. Zubac with the steal. Stolen by Russell. There's the drive, and he makes it on the layup.
Russell in complete control that time. Score off of that drive. That's a skill you have to have as a combo guard in this league.
Morris passes to George, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. That one goes. Count it. Leonard's got 9 points here in the second half.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Clippers.
Their unbelievable shooting was probably the biggest difference tonight, but they also got stops.
Yeah, great effort on both ends. Now, they worked for good shots, and they were stingy defensively as well, but just really impressive.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kawhi Leonard.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Leonard passes to Zubac. Morris outside. Jackson finds Morris. Back to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to George from behind the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Edwards for 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Out to Leonard. George outside. Pass to Zubac. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Russell from outside. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. The drive by Jackson. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. So along.